season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this Patriots defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
All right, let's go. 13, loop. Loop. Son, it's like, take right open. Open. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, line, 11. Focus, all right? Go. 30 left. Silver.
Now Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Rip, 23. Hey, Tomatoes.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only a yard on the pickup there. That's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have to find in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Milton Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Red on red. Hey, center. Touch. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
Hey, tomato. Dirty left.
On play action, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jaguars at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, ginger, touch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to 2. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, but they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Operating from the gun, Holmes. That'll be swung out. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 2. And the Patriots first down. 2 yards on the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Steady, right?
Henderson running straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holmes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to them.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Patriots nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to Henderson on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Come on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Once more with Henderson. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They marked him short of the goal line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Joshua Hines-Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, so
going quickly here to Thomas. 3rd down at 6.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
Now Lawrence changing the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10
let's go.
at the 44-yard line.
13, Luke. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Pats at the line ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Cut my team.
Back to throw. Holmes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The final shot before break. Holmes. He's airing it out for Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. With a first down as they begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On red.
Check smash. Check smash.
Hey, center. Zach.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Hey,
and
run.
5.
Hey, son. Red.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Easy.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a chance first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Hey, kill. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Left. Think right open. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Holmes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Romero. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 run. 18.
Back to throw. Holmes. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 19 yards away.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
All right, let's go. Done. It's hot. Here we go.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Rip, 23. Silver.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. New England on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36.
13 yards on the play.
Read it for the court. Read it for the court.
Jaguars first down.
And here's a handoff out of the dome. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, son,
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
13, Luke. 11, Agate. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger, attack!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Sink right. Go. Silver.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. It's Thomas. The Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Holmes. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Quentin Johnston, 72 yards. And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now he's going to step up and run. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So it's